So today I'm going to talk about a bullish flag and how to make money with this setup right here. So let's go. So for the bullish flag, we want the market to go to the upside and we go with the trend. So the market goes to the upside, pulls back, we wait for the pullback and then we enter a buy position and take our money. So now here in front of me is the USD Japanese yen, and I can see here the market is above the 200 EMA, which is my yellow line. So I can see a bullish market here, forming higher highs, higher lows. We are staying here above the 200 EMA, and then what I see here is this last kind of resistance line, and here I can see the break above this area right here. So now if I let the market run, I see here after this break here, the momentum was to the upside, and then the market here continued to the upside. Here we can see the market is forming higher highs, higher lows. So we broke this last resistance line. So now what I want to see is I want the market to pull back to around here and then look for entries right at this area. So now if I let the market run, I can see now we broke above the 200 EMA, quite a bit of space here left after this resistance area was broken. So now we are coming back to the 50 EMA. So here now I can assume that the market will go slightly lower, and here I'm waiting for the retest of this area. So now letting the market run here, I can see the market is pushing to the downside, getting into my previous here support and resistance area. It was a resistance area, now it is a support area. So now the market might here try to find support. So here if I draw a trend line right around here, here is my first touch, here is my second touch. So right around here somewhere could be my third touch. So this would be somewhere around the middle line of this support resistance area right around here. So now letting the market run. Here I can see the market is pulling back. So here we are somewhere in the middle line of the support resistance area. So here this could be now my third touch. So now the market here pulling back here at the 200 EMA on the 3-minute chart. So now I'm looking here for a setup, for a buy. At the same time, what I want is here I want the Fibonacci retracement tool, and I want the market to pull back to the blue line, which is exactly here, which would be here the middle line of the blue line, which is here the blue area, the 0.786 area. At the same time, it is somewhere around the middle line of this support resistance line here, this yellow zone. So here I want the market to pull back right here at my third touch area of this trend line. So now if I let the market run, this is happening somewhere around here. So now I have 3 indicators for the market to go to the upside. So here now I'm looking for my setup, and what I want to see as well is once the market pulls back to the 75 area right around here, this middle line, I want here to have a bullish flag which looks something like this, where I can see a nice retracement of lower highs and lower lows, and I want them to be somewhat in a triangle shaped way, which means I don't want something like here where the market forms some kind of half circles, but rather this kind of pointy triangle style. And here I have this pattern right here. The market is coming back to the previous support and resistance area, now acting as a support. My Fibonacci reached the blue line as we saw previously. So here now I'm letting the market run, and then I'm looking for an entry. So now slowly letting the market run, since the market here might pull back once again, which is happening right here. So here if I somehow draw my trend line here, here is another touch. We might still break once again to this area, but I don't mind since I'm still looking for a better sign. So here now the market pulling to the downside. So what's happened here now, we have a kind of a double So we have here kind of a double bottom right here at the support area here, the middle line of this blue line, so right around here. And I can see if I zoom in here a little bit, this area to here, if we let the market run just slightly. So now the market is pushing to the upside. Here I have the MACD forming a higher low, and here the RSI as well. So I have a divergence as well on the MACD and the RSI. So now I just let the market run and see what happens. So here now we pulled lower, breaking this line. So we formed a new low. So now what I do is here I switch my trend line to this line. And if I zoom out, I can still see here, this is still my trend line area, since again, it's not a line, it's an area. So around here, I have my third touch right here now. So this previous double bottom that I thought it would be is now acting as my left shoulder. So now here this would be my head. So let's see what the market gives me here, if I can enter a trade. So just let the market run here. So now we are pulling to the upside. So here now again, market going back and forth. Now here the breakout came above the 250 EMA right here. I had a double bottom, so this was my new double bottom. Here again I can see the RSI formed the new higher low and MACD as well. So now this here was my left shoulder, here is my head, here is my break above the 250 EMA. So here is where I'm going to enter with my stop loss slightly below the wick of this candlestick. My target here would be my first one, a 1 to 2, but in this case I would target here this area and then the previous high, so around here. So now I just let the market run and see what happens. So I can see here now the market formed a second bullish candlestick right after this one. Here now we are pulling back. So now we are probably going to retest here this area, which is roughly here the 200 EMA line, this yellow line and this yellow zone. So let's see what happens here. The market is coming back here to the 200 EMA and now going to the upside. Let's see what happens. So here I have a take profit of 1 to 3, which here would be almost hitting my previous highs right here. And now what I want to see is where I can take more profits. So here I'm going to take partially profits, but now I'm going to the bigger time frames, and here now I'm going to switch to the 4-hour chart. So here was my entry right here at this low. Here is my previous high. So this was my first take profit, which was roughly 1 to 3. But here I can see this candlestick pretty fully, almost fully engulfing, but pretty bullish, breaking the 50 EMA, and here the RSI suddenly above the 50 levels, and here the MACD gaining room and space to break below the 0 levels to the upside. And if I take a look at the previous market, here I can see I'm looking for a break above the 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart. Here is one above the 50 EMA, even though we were below the 200 EMA, but here the market continued to the upside. So I'm looking for further signs where the market went from the downside to the upside. So here I have kind of a break above the 50 EMA where the market went to the upside. Here kind of a middle line, not exactly what happened here, but still something similar. But I want something like here where the market retested the 200 EMA and then went to the upside. So right around here I can see the same pattern, similar. A break above the 50 EMA and then the market went to the upside right after retesting here the 200 EMA on the 4-hour chart. And most of the times when the market comes back, here again retesting the 200 EMA, here a little bit of a consolidation pattern, but usually the market moves to the upside. So here I go back to the previous trade, to my current trade. So now I'm going to my current trade. So here again, the 4-hour chart had this break above the 50 EMA. So my target, my next one, my bigger target is now going from the smaller time frames to the bigger one. So around here where the next resistance area is, here is my next target. My first one was again the previous high, which was roughly around here. So now going back to the 3-minute chart once again. So here I just let the market run. And let's see. So here now we are reaching the previous highs. So this area where I had this consolidation pattern has here seen a break above with this candlestick, now going for the retest to this area. So now it seems we are holding here this support, so now the chances are even bigger that the market will continue to the upside. So here, continuing with the market, I can see the retest right at this support area, and now the bullish move here to the upside. Market continues, so here, which is here on the bigger time frame, somewhere around here, my next target. So just let the market run, and if I zoom in here, now the market has already reached the 1 to 6 risk reward, and I can see the market is pushing higher to the upside. So here now I see a bit of a consolidation pattern, so I would now exit around here after this break now. So somewhere around here, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 5 risk reward would be around here. This would be my take profit on the bigger time frames. Once I enter on the small time frames, I check the bigger time frames as well. Here my first take profits would be roughly around here somewhere, my previous highs, and then I let the market run. But again, I want here the 3 strike trend line, here the blue area on the Fibonacci tool, which was here the 0786 area. So here somewhere in the middle, which is also the middle line of this support resistance area. Then I want a bullish sign here breaking above the 250 EMA. So here this candlestick right here, and at the same time here what I want is this nice bullish flag again with this nice pattern where we see a pullback, rather with this kind of triangle formed lower low, lower high pattern rather than circular ones. Like if we zoom back a bit and look for, so here for example is a pullback, the market went to the upside, but here the degree level of this pullback is too steep, too deep. So this is not something that I like to trade as a bullish flag. Might work still, since here is also something like a double bottom and then the market went to the upside. But I want the long pullback, the nice form of a bearish flag. So something maybe like here, although this one isn't too clean as well, but it is long and pointy, which is what I'm looking out for. Here something similar as well, right here. So here is a pullback, which also might work, but here the degree level is pretty steep, so not what I'm looking for, even though here this could work out as well, since we see here the market going to the upside, but not something that I am a fan of. Here again, the market pulling lower, then again going to the upside, but this is not a nice bullish flag for me, so I'm really looking for something like I did in the market previously where I entered my trade. So this pretty nice bullish flag, then looking for the break. Here if I draw my trend line around here, I can see here I broke the inner line with this candlestick and then the outer line here as well, with pretty much the same candlestick followed by the second one. So this is what I'm looking out for when I'm trading the bullish flag. So this was the strategy of today, the bullish flag. Hope you guys enjoyed it and see you next time.